everybody, welcome to Deckman Productions and welcome to Conahey Rail. So we have an unboxing today from Mr. Muffins. This ended up being a controversial subject. We'll talk about more about that when I open up the box here. Get out of the box, show you what it is. Many of my viewers have been asking me if I was still going to get it. It is not Conrail at all. It has nothing to do with Conrail actually. So we'll unbox this and we'll be right back to talk more about it. Alright, so here we are. You can see it is the Cargill locomotive. This is number 603. So what's so controversial about this? As I was looking at locomotives to buy, Lionel had announced that they were coming out with the SD38s and Cargill was going to be one of the road names that they came out with. I was happy. I'm like, wow, cool, because I have a huge Cargill facility on my layout. And I have a Cargill grain elevator. I have a Cargill silo facility, and I got a Cargill granary. So I got quite a few. I even made a Cargill transfer facility as well. So I got quite a few things that are Cargill on the layout. And I went ahead and pre-ordered this because I seen there were two different road numbers, Cargill number 602 and number 603. So when I went to look at the real photos of those two locomotives, I picked 603 for a reason. Because it had stripes on the nose that I call the fruit stripes. And for the reason why I call them fruit stripes is because as a kid I used to chew fruit stripes bubblegum. There would be these bright colors of lime and lemon and cherry, and the flavor lasted for a whole 30 seconds, but it was good at the time. And yes, before anybody corrects me, oh Dak man, those stripes are actually called chevrons. Yes, I know that, but I nicknamed them the fruit stripes because of the bright color of the green on the nose. Somebody had picked up on the fact that Lionel was not putting the stripes on the nose after I had already pre-ordered it. If I had known that to begin with, I probably wouldn't have at the time, but I didn't want to back out on the pre-order. So at the time, I tried to reach out to Lionel saying, hey, you know, 603 had stripes on it. There was a couple other people who reached out to them. I made a couple of posts about it. Sam's Trains actually made a video on that fact, backing me up, and I thank him for that. Because he seen that I was getting a little bit of backlash or controversy about it. And the biggest thing is, hey, why don't you be a modeler and put your stripes on it yourself, or you know, something. And never the kind of comments that I was getting. The point was of these posts and a video is we were making this soon enough that Lionel could have made the change to put the stripes on the nose. It would have been no big deal, or at least we thought at the time, that you know, we were way ahead of production and Lionel could have made that change. However, Lionel came back stating that 603 did not have stripes on it when it was originally painted. And we could not find any photos of 603 without the stripes on it. 602, yeah, 602 never had stripes. But 603, every photo we found had stripes on it. We asked Lionel for their photos and didn't hear back from them if they had one showing 603 without stripes. So there would be a couple reasons why Lionel would not put the stripes on the front of 603. So I learned quite a few things working with Stu and Mecca. And Stu over there does a lot of custom runs. One of the things that I learned from Stu was, Sean, when you make custom runs, he pounds it into my head. He says, when you make custom runs of 2 or 3 different road numbers, or 4, let's just say 2 different road numbers, because that's what they do. When they make a custom run with 2 different road numbers, he says, Sean, the graphics always has to stay the same. You can change the colors, you can change the color of the graphics, but the graphics themselves has to stay the same. I asked Stu, well, what's the purpose of that? And he says, because once you change the graphics, they consider that a whole new production, and you have to order another 40. So the minimum quantity from Lionel as far as locomotives are 40. So he'll order 20 of one number and 20 of another number and just change the colors. Same way with freight cars. You know, I don't know what the minimum order is on freight cars, but let's say it's 100, so he'll order, you know, so many, and he'll order 50 in red and 50 in blue, but they all have the same graphics on them. So that's how it works. So knowing that now, if Lionel had said, look, we can't put the chevrons on the nose, okay, because we only have enough orders to make 40 of them. And if we put the chevrons on the nose, then they're going to say that that's a whole new production run. So we'll have to make 40 of the 602 and 40 of the 603, and we don't have enough pre-orders for all that. Then I would have understood. I'm like, okay. And I would have backed up Lionel on that. So whether or not these had, 603 originally had stripes on it, that jury's out to lunch right now. I'm still researching that, even at the point of this video. Okay, in front of us we have a Lionel Cargill EMD SD38. Now Lionel did make a Cargill S1 switcher as well. I didn't buy that locomotive because I felt as though it was actually too small for my facility. And this is what happened in real life. Cargill started buying what they call road locomotives for switchers because their facilities were growing and they had to switch out a lot of grain cars. And a little switcher wasn't going to handle all that heavy weight. So they started buying road locomotives such as the EMD SD38. Cargill number 603 was a former Norfolk Southern locomotive number 3816. Cargill EMD SD38 number 603 actually started out as a Penn Central locomotive number 6951. It later became Conrail number 6951, and then later sold to Norfolk Southern. Now above the top you'll have a cover with magnetic strip or magnets on it. Makes it nice and easy to come off, so you can do your programming. We'll program this and we'll be right back. So this is my Cargill grain facility. I call this Farmingdale Junction. So this is a Corber kit. This I repainted into the Cargill colors. That is a Lionel grain elevator, and I bought this last, or 2 years ago, I believe, at the York show. I think it's spring last year, and turned it into a Cargill corn syrup transfer facility. So here's where they transfer corn syrup into these, basically these storage tanks, and then trucks will come in and pick up that corn syrup and deliver it. And the reason why we have these transfer facilities is because there's places where there aren't any rails or railroad to get into these factories that need the corn syrup.
Clear. Then we can take the main. He should be through any minute.
Alright, so you can see I can switch in and out of the Cargill facilities, different trains. I can also take the cars and put them out there on the main line to be picked up as well. So there's a lot of interaction I can do with this. The Cargill locomotives never really left the yard. They were there just for switching operations. And this falls right into what I'm doing here on Conahee Rail. As far as the locomotive itself, I mean, I could have somebody add straights for me, or I can leave it alone. Right now, as you see, I'm just running it and having fun with it. So before I opened up the locomotive out of the box, I was up in the air whether I wanted to keep it, resell it, whatever have you. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to go ahead, keep it, run it, and use it as a switching locomotive here on Conahee Rail at Farmingdale Junction. I hope you guys enjoyed another video from Dakman Productions. We'll catch you at the next event, next train show. Catch you trackside. Goodbye.